Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Grillmastah. Today we have nothing there. An abnormality that looks like an amalgamation of many different parts of the human body. It is quite grotesque. When you send somebody in here, who this person, by the way, has the armor and weapon, the weapon itself actually gives health back every hit. When you send somebody in, the attachment is high, instinct is high, insight is low, and repression is low. Nothing there is different from ordinary abnormality. The biggest difference is that there is never shown its true nature. Nothing there is meaninglessly grinding its teeth while staring at Lom. Even though this abnormality is not making any threatening actions towards Lom, Lom's whole body is shivering to feel intense dread. While working, Lom finds a somewhat familiar look from nothing there. Lom finds something from nothing there. Lom has seen employee profile. The reason why Lom could remember is that it is a distinguishable black spot on its face. When your employee is killed by nothing there, nothing there assumes your employees look and just stands there in its spot. When nothing there escapes, the screen fills with this, and you have to find where nothing there is quickly before it escapes, and you get one chance. Then you have to find it yourself before it tears apart your facility. As long as you have a good force of people to fight it, you can take it down, but you want to take it down in the first form. If you don't take it down in this form, it'll actually transform into another. So if you leave it here for too long, it will turn into a cocoon. And if it does, it is immune to red, is endured to white and black. But it looked like pale was actually pretty good. It is normal to pale. If you don't take care of it quick enough, it will transform into this wonderful monstrosity. At which point it becomes significantly harder to defeat. It has an attack that hits very hard. It is unspecified as to what does the most amount of damage to it. Looks like black is resisted, red is immune, pale is endured, and white is resisted. So the best suggestion I would have is to make sure to give your people red shields and to try to take it out before it gets to this point. This is another abnormality that I've never actually defeated, because I've never had it escape at a time that I necessarily needed to defeat it. I was already defeated by that point myself. You have to watch out for the attacks. It does. It does an overhead attack, which doesn't seem to do too much damage, but it does do a slice attack that seems to take quite a bit off. And then an attack that shoots all the way across that does quite a bit of damage as well. When you defeat it, it goes back to its abnormality spot. The story of nothing there. It has the shape of a human, but it is surely not one. At a certain period of time, it devours an employee and wears the skin. During that process, that the bone structure and the organs are made a mess, so it takes a strange form. The creature does have a tongue, but it does not know how to talk, so therefore can only make meaningless sounds. There is no telling what is inside the shell, but its skin wears out continuously. So there is a need to change and maintain the outer skin. It does not feel regular pain, so it does not care about broken bones. The creature may break its own bones and cut itself up in order to escape through a small route. More and more, I discovered that this abnormality might be evolving. It shows the act of following the characteristics of a person who was the owner of the shell, and it tries to make an attempt to equate itself with human beings. When escaped, it wears skin of the employee it killed and mimics that person. Then, without any sign, it reveals its true form. More resemblance to a human is shown compared to the early form. Now it is confirmed that the abnormality possesses bipedalism. Organs are in the proper position, with additional physical strength. Employees are afraid of this form. Warning for something. If it has been confirmed that it has escaped and stood on 2 feet, then there is only one thing you can do. Place yourself in a proper posture and gather your hands neatly. Then pray to God that you believe in and just observe the situation. Excerpt from the interview log number 4-593. Employee F4055. If anyone of us turns out to be crazy, 80% of the blame is on that creature. Like most abnormalities here, no one knows the reason for its existence. I don't know what's inside that makes it cover itself up with human skin, and I don't know how the skin wears out so quickly. I don't know why it wouldn't take care of its own skin, omitted. When it's eating one of us, it's so disgusting that it's psychologically damaging just to think about. Anyway, going to the confinement zone to check on the skin status is real work. Just think of it. A colleague you talked to and laughed with a few days ago now has a broken neck and organs sticking out while crawling with 4 legs, omitted. That's not all the creature does. When I was new here, no one wanted to go into their room, so I was sent in. It was worse than now. It took the shape of a human, twisted into God knows what. It tried to act like a human and tried to talk to itself in the mirror. It tried to regain its proper structure. Its actions felt like it was mimicking our behavior. You never know. It might be around us pretending to be human. This recording is of a call from the creature confinement area emergency phone. Telephones are installed in the room creatures with A or higher threat level to enable quick response in an urgent situation. Employee M3120. Respond. This is the confinement zone of nothing there. Emergency Response Department, ERD. This is the emergency response team. How can I help you? Employee M3120. I need a stun gun right now. I have an emergency situation here. Can you specify the reason, please? The abnormality. Noise. Something breaking. It's ripping up the employee. ERD. Pardon? Employee M3120. It's killing my colleague. ERD. We'll respond immediately. Please identify the employee being attacked. Employee M3120. It's M2658. No, M26850. Name redacted. I'm M3120 redacted. ERD. ID confirmed. What is happening to your colleague at this moment? Employee M3120. Yeah, please hurry. We need a weapon to control this creature. Noise, presumably M2658's scream. Oh God, this is... ERD. Can you tell me what is happening? Employee M3120. An abnormality is attacking my colleague. It is literally ripping apart my colleague. I can't do anything. I repeat, I need a weapon to control this creature. ERD. Emergency response team has been dispatched. They will arrive shortly. Omitted. ERD. Redacted. What's happening? Is it still attacking your colleague? Employee M3120. Yeah, oh no. I think it's done now. ERD. Has it stopped attacking your colleague? Employee M3120. No, my colleague he's dead. I repeat, he is dead. ERD. How can you be sure? Employee M3120. Because he is... ERD. Has he been ripped? Which parts are damaged? Employee M3120. All of them. Interview log. Like the way our employees observe the abnormalities, nothing is also observing us. And after using the employee's shell, it thinks of itself as the dead employee. Next, it imitates the usual behavior of the employee, talking habits, likes and dislikes, and anything it can see. We don't know how carefully and for how long it has been observing the employees to imitate them. What I'm saying is, we can't treat it as a scary monster without any intelligence. Even now, it may be strolling around inside a shell of someone that we knew, and it becomes more and more like human. The transformation is also getting faster. It gives me goosebumps. And when the day comes when we can't distinguish it from humans, It will be the day of the company's destruction. We need to stay vigilant on this abnormality. The following is a recording of unusual behaviors of an employee that became Skin of Nothing. F2930. Manager. M2023. Hey, you've been calling for manager since this morning. What's wrong with you? With that smile and all. F2. ... M2. Anyway, I hope we got pasta for dinner with thick bacon. F2. ... M2. Oh, I got an alarm. The latest employee worked on Nothing There to counsel's office immediately. F2. ... M2. Isn't that you? F2. ... M2. Hey, say something. F2. Manager. Employee B proceeded to take measure immediately upon hearing the word. However, Nothing There ripped out of Employee A, revealing the first form. Recording were audio only, leaving what exactly happened mysterious. The skin containing Nothing There tries to impersonate the employee who tried to kill. It mimics the behaviors of the words of the employee it last saw. The last skin yelled only the words manager. Management tips. The lower the employee fortitude level, the lower the success rate of Nothing There work, and the less stable the work. When an employee whose justice was less than level 4 completed the work, Nothing There's wealth counter is decreased. The Yum employee in the containment room was killed by Nothing There's attack. Suddenly, Nothing There changed as the Yum employee. The same case occurred when the employee was panicked. Number 4. When the outcome of the work was determined to be bad, Nothing There attacked the employee and made it its new shell. Number 5. Employees with fortitude level 3 were immediately panicked when they entered the containment room. It is recommended that employees with fortitude level of less than 4 should not be sent to Nothing There's containment room. Number 6. When the employee who saw Nothing There's human appearance fell into panic, it made them all into its shell. At that time, Nothing There's wealth counter also decreased. Number 7. When Nothing There's counter reached 0, Number 0, which looked like a Nare employee, disappeared from the containment room. Quickly find and kill Nothing There with the appearance of that employee. It is best to do attachment. Instinct is good as long as you're high. Insight is bad and repression is bad. The weapon is extremely good and the armor is very good. 0.2 on red, 0.5 on white, 0.5 on black, and 1 to pale. The gift is 10 to HP, increase the amount of HP healed by 5% as well. So it's pretty good gift to have. It's a wealth counter of 1, and it changes depending on what the abnormality is, on how well things work, I believe. And that has been Nothing There. Until next time.